Alrighty guys, welcome back to another mashup here by Adam, your dog trainer. I am he is I, and I am here specifically just for you. So, if this is your first time watching, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications, and please also give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Also, please feel free to follow me on my Instagram page at Adam, your dog trainer, where I post pictures of my students on a daily basis, and you guys feel free to reach out to me with your personal questions about your pets anytime you'd like. I'll be more than happy to help on a daily basis. But today, this is a request mashup from actually one of my students who buys the Kirkland brands of dog food called Natural Domain. And that is made by Diamond Foods, which is also the owner and parent company to Taste of the Wild. So these two formulas are very similar, and I expect them to come out to be very similar. So what my student wanted to know was, is it better to get the generic brand at the big box store versus the higher end brand at the high-end dog food store? This is a great competition, so let's go dive in, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Deuces. Alrighty guys, so let's talk about Diamond Foods. Diamond Foods is here made in the United States, and they own several different brands. One of those brands, it's called subcontract, or they co-pack for Kirkland's. Kirkland's brand is sold specifically at Costco, and we recently did a Costco brand food versus another one. And you know, after that video, I did a lot more research and finding out that yeah, Costco, the Kirkland's brand, is made by Taste of the Wild or Diamond Foods. So they're very similar. So I'm really hoping that this is a tie, you know, but we'll see after our 3 hours. It's filming away over there and it looks pretty good. You know, they're doing pretty well. But you know, at the end of the day, this is something that we've all been talking and asking ourselves, is a generic brand of a high-end food the same as the high-end food? Well, we're gonna get those answers today, right after our 3 hours. So let's get down and dirty. All right, I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Alrighty guys, so here we go. We have Kirkland's Nature Domain, which is also made by Diamond Foods, who is the owner and parent company to Taste of the Wild. And we're gonna do the same formula. This is the Pacific Stream Salmon formula, so we're gonna do that. So these should be very evenly balanced. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for these to be very similar. All right, this is the Kirkland's brand. This is the Taste of the Wild puppy formula that is listed as Taste of the Wild. These are both owned by Diamond Foods, and this is made for Costco. This is made for Taste of the Wild. This is gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and put our vinegar in. Put 3 hours on the clock. Let's hit it. Deuces. Alrighty, so after our 3 hour time lapse, there was a bit of a difference. And, you know, I'm rather impressed once again with how Taste of the Wild did. And, you know, the big difference between the two is the Kirkland's brand expanded probably twice as much as the Taste of the Wild brand. So let's start. Here's Taste of the Wild. So, as usual, it had some very good breakdown here. You can see my finger through the back, which is good. Did have some breakdown at the bottom, but it did expand on top. You know, probably 2 times over. Not a lot of bubbles. If you zoom in there, you can see it's not really bad along the top there. No ring. So, you know, it did what it normally has done in the past. You know, now comparing that to The other brand, the Kirkland's brand, this actually expanded a lot more, and it still had some good breakdown. You can see that right through the bottom here, had some decent breakdown, good ambery color, but you know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same, and I was hoping it was going to be. The top, there are some bubbles. You can see there's a little bit of a bubble line there. Just a little one. It's not that bad. You know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you that the Kirkland's brand is a decent brand of food. You know, no corn, no wheat, no soy, no byproducts. That's what we talk about. You know, so is it at the level of what Taste of the Wild is, which is made by Diamond Foods? I'm gonna tell you, probably not at that very same level, you know, but it's decent. It's a good quality food. I remember in the last video, which I'll link above, we actually had it was pretty comparable. So, you know, I'm gonna give this one to Taste of the Wild, but only by a fraction. You know, the main difference is the two broke down, and then they, you know, I'm sitting here looking off camera, you can see the difference between how much further this one is than this one. Alrighty, so we're gonna give this one to Taste of the Wild. Even though it was closer than we thought, you know, both had no bubbles up top, wasn't really bad. I'm super impressed with the Kirkland's brand, so, you know, hey, not a bad food. Alrighty guys, everyone have a great week. I will see you later this week for another product review, and I will talk to you later.